Weighing day done at UFC 295, and one half of the co-main event has come to join us with the main man, Mr. Andy Aspinall and Mr. Tom Aspinall. But before we talk anything about the fights, right? Where did you get that rascal shirt from?
It was fantastic. It was fantastic.
No.
It was. No. I've heard my guy Nick Peters been slagging it off online, so I've not seen it myself, but I don't mind getting slagged off the Anton deck of UK MMA. I don't mind doing a bit of that.
Mate, you rip me all the time.
That was fantastic.
I remember you putting on Elite Quiff, talking about my hair. You come at me all the time.
Quiff Richard over here.
Fortunately, you can fight better than you can dress.
I thought it was
Because
fantastic.
otherwise, you're getting knocked out in the first round.
I thought that was fantastic. I thought it was great.
You paid a few quid for it as well?
Yeah, mate, it's very expensive.
I hope you kept the receipt.
I'm wearing it to the after party. Right.
Andy, what did you think of it? Yeah.
The lads want him to go to Armani. that broke his heart if he'd bought an Armani shirt. But yeah, I liked it. Yeah. Did
he pull it off?
Prime Arnie.
Yeah, he can carry off pink, Tom. He's all right with pink.
So how are we feeling? Obviously, we're all supporting you, and you know how we all feel, we all believe in you. But Sergei's the real deal, and as fighters, you're always confident, but the closer and closer it gets, the nerves start to creep in. Obviously, this is a huge moment. How are you feeling now?
Pretty good, mate. Pretty relaxed so far. It comes in waves with me. One day I'm like, 1 second I'm like, there's no way I can lose this one, and then 2 minutes later I'm like, there's no way I can win, and that's just the way it works. That's just the way it works for me.
It is.
It always has. I've learned to stop fighting them emotions. Just go with it. That's how it goes. 1 minute I don't want to do it. Next minute I can't wait to do it. That's how it works, so I just go with it.
Just on that, when you squared up at the press conference, I know you guys are very cordial, and rightly so, there's a lot of respect, but when you got so close, when you looked into his eyes, what was the feeling then?
I just felt pretty normal, to be honest, just like another step. I don't really take much from that, me personally.
Yeah.
I think that, obviously my mood right now on a Friday morning is not my mood what's going to be tomorrow night. It's way different. I'll switch on then. Right now has nothing to do with tomorrow night, what I'm acting right now, what I'm feeling right now, how I'm carrying myself, all that kind of stuff. That it changes in an instant with me, so I'll be ready to go tomorrow night, mate, and that's all that matters.
Obviously Sergei was originally booked in as the reserve anyway for Jones and Stipe. Was the fight lined up for 2024, you versus Pavlovich, potentially for the belt, potentially if those two guys retired? Was it already done? Because Dana had said something's happening. For a couple of weeks ago, someone asked him, and Dana said, Tom knows what's coming for him. What was coming?
It kind of was, but it kind of wasn't. Like, they didn't say it in so many words, but they were like alluding to that a little bit. Like, they were hinting at that. So they basically thought that Stipe and Jones were both going to retire after, and they're going to do us two for the vacant early next year. That's what they were kind of pushing towards, but they never said it in so many words. But they kind of said, listen, just keep yourself ready, and let's see what happens. Obviously, they didn't expect this, so I'm ready.
So it's not like in camp, Andy, your brain had already switched on to Pavlovich. Things you were doing in the gym was already gearing towards potentially Pavlovich in the new year.
Yeah, probably a bit. Some of the shots that we're working on were going to catch him if we could. Some of the movements were getting away if we could. Sorry, Mike.
Come on, it's a mic.
But it's my mic. It's my mic, yeah. And he's always ready to fight, so he wasn't out of shape. He was ready to go, but I preferred more conditioning, more leg kicks. I know he doesn't throw a lot, but he's not conditioned to take a lot of shots yet because he's not done a lot of sparring, but he's always fit, always quick, always ready to go. So take your chance when it's here,
Of course.
Andy, when you think of the journey to where we're at right now, New York, Madison Square Garden, iconic venue, what are your reminiscent thoughts of where you were when it all started to where we're at right now?
When Tom was 12, I packed him my job because I thought he could do something, because he was capable at doing a few things. And it's not a surprise to me that we're here today. And it doesn't seem like a big occasion because he's not been fighting for a long time. He's only had an hour in the ring probably in however many fights he's had. So to me, this is just another fight. It's just another day, and that's what he does. He does it every day. He's doing it in a different environment. It's a bit inflated because of what it is and the media, but it's just another day. He's always been, not programmed, that's the wrong word, but he's always been, we're going today, and we'd turn up somewhere and do some kind of activity, and it was usually a fight, but it's never bothered him. He does inside, but he copes with that really, really well.
Tom, obviously fighters don't like to look past their opponent and say what's next, but you didn't come here to lose, right? So assuming everything goes to plan and you win, Jones and Stipe, Jones is going to be out for a year. Even if he doesn't retire, sorry, even if he does, if he doesn't retire, like you just mentioned he might do, he's probably not going to fight for at least another 6 months. We could be talking 18 months. So would the plan be to defend the interim belt? Have you had these discussions with the UFC?
In all honesty, I've not even thought that far ahead yet.
Yeah.
It's been like a whirlwind of 2.5 weeks. Obviously, found out I got the fight. Also, didn't have a visa. Also,
that's such a pain.
It is a pain.
It's
you're
such
telling
a nightmare.
You're telling me. So we've had to try and sort that out last minute. We've had to try and obviously get some kind of training camp together in the week before I travel.
Medicals and stuff.
All that kind of stuff.
Yep.
We've had to do it all within a really short amount of time. So I'll cross that bridge when I come to it, mate. I know that's a boring answer, but I've literally not a chance to think past Saturday night at the moment.
Of course.
I heard you talk the other day. You said when the call came in, I presume it was Hunter or someone from the UFC called you in the middle of the night. You were due to go on holiday with the missus and kids, was it, the next day?
That's right.
Have the kids got over the fact they're not going on holiday
yet? They've not forgiven me. They've not forgiven me.
Have you rebooked it? Is it centre box when you get home?
This seems to be every time I book a holiday, something happens and I'm like, I can't go. I'm the worst holiday ever. Worst holidayer ever. I'll make it up to him at some point. Absolutely.
I think you're going to have a good Christmas, though.
Yeah, I think
if
so.
this goes to plan, you bring the belt home, you got the championship money, it's like, kids, you can have whatever you want.
Exactly.
Well, Santa Claus.
Yeah, absolutely. Honey Badger.
No.
He dropped that
Thank
one
you.
there, John.
Thank you.
No. Nick had a programme about nicknames.
There you go. I had the bent badger, if you remember. The bent badger was the original
That
shout.
might be slightly worse, I reckon. But
at least that was localised.
John just
Bent,
dropped it on me there
absolutely.
last minute, and I looked at him. He said it when I was on the scales. I looked at him, and I was expecting like a little cheeky wink, like a bit of bants there.
No.
Mate, he was just professionally rolled it off the shoulder, and I was just like, that's not my new nickname,
That's
John.
not sticking. That is not sticking.
You started it though
I
yesterday.
didn't. No, I
brought it
like
up.
the concept. I didn't want it as a nickname. I like the concept of the fact that a honey badger kills someone out of fear, and like because I feel like that's pretty fitting as to my mindset. But I don't want it as a nickname.
Go for it.
When he started, I said, call yourself. I used to race greyhounds, and I had a black dog that used to walk in with its head down.
Right.
And I used to gamble it and go. And people didn't know his mind. And I called it a few times the burglar.
The burglar! Oh my word! I'm not going to say it.
I just don't want a nickname.
It's a crack at that.
No, nicknames are no good.
Tom the burglar Aspinall.
No, we're not having a nickname. I'm going to have a word with John as well. I have to give him a dead arm. John, what was that?
Tom,
The burglar's a great nickname, man. Because it does exactly what he says. You get in, get out.
Get out, take your money.
yeah, my mind goes somewhere else.
Me too. I'm thinking exactly what you're thinking.
We're all from the north.
Yeah. Listen, jokes aside, we're a proud fighting nation. We've had some tremendous champions over the years in boxing, UFC now as well. How much does this mean to you? Of course, for yourself, for your own journey, your family, your father, for the Aspinall name, but also to go out there and represent Great Britain on this kind of stage.
It's massive. It's absolutely massive. And I carry that with me a lot, to be honest. I think that UK MMA right now, I'm just really proud to be a part of it, Like, there's people getting in the UFC, this is how big it is, and I've never even heard of them before.
Yeah.
And it's not the fact that... It's just that there's so many good people now, whereas before it was like, when you were in, Mike, for example, it's like you were probably the only guy at the time who was in doing well, and now it's like there's so many people sneaking in the UFC. I'm like, who's this guy? I've never even heard of him.
Yeah.
It shows the testament to all the different talent from all around the country. It's absolutely unbelievable. If I could be a champion from the UK, that is something special.
Is that something that goes through your mind when you're making that walk in the last minute?
No.
Then it's all about you.
All
You've got
that
to be selfish
stuff,
then.
mate, everything from here on out is gone. Like, all the pressure's gone, all the journey's gone, I'm just doing a sport, and that's the way I look at it. I just leave everything like that behind, because that pressure can just build on you. If you start putting all them reasons, you start freezing up in there, and I don't want to do that. I'm going in there, mate, tomorrow night. I've had 2.5 weeks notice. I'm going in there to enjoy it and win, and nothing else.
Are the classes back on at the gym next week when you're back?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Nothing changes.
Let them know. Let them know. Let them.
Yeah.
Tom wins, I'm assuming a lot more people are going to sign up to the classes. So he's got to win, right?
Yeah. If he don't win this one, he'll win it sometime. But I think he'll win tomorrow. Yeah. It's just another game, isn't it? Play the game.
Just another game.
Yeah.
Correct.
Well, to be honest, you're right though. It is. It's a sport. Two men enter. One person's going to win, just like any sport, football, whatever it is. But you came here to win.
Exactly. I said yesterday in the press conference, I'm not going to win this. I'm not going to win this fight watching it on TV. Do you know what I mean? Sat in England watching it on the couch. I'm definitely not going to win that. That's a given. That's for sure. 100%. I'm not going to win watching it on TV. So why not be here, giving it a whirl, giving it a go? And I honestly think I honestly think I'm going to win, truly, otherwise I won't be here.
When you close your eyes, when you visualise it, how does it happen? Is it on the end of your fist? Is it, taking his arm, taking his neck?
I think I'm so unpredictable. I've got so many finishes from different positions.
You can visualise it all?
I can visualise it from anywhere, yeah.
When you've studied him, what is the big weakness that you see from Sergei?
His biggest problem, right, is he has never fought a guy anywhere near like I am. Because it's pretty simple, and I got the same theory for every single other heavyweight that I fight, is there's no other heavyweight in the world who moves close to what I move. It's impossible, there's not one. I'm one of one, I believe. So yeah, he can get all. I know he trains at ATT, one of the best teams in the world, but there's not guys around there who are 6'5", 260, whatever I was today, and moving like I move. It doesn't exist. There's one of me, and he can't prepare for that.
Will you do me a favour?
Yeah.
Will you get your dad one of them shirts for after party?
Oh, come on.
He can have that shirt if you want.
Yeah, I'll wear that one. Yeah.
What? Little medallion.
I was going to say, get him a gold
I tried to get a gold
buy a
chain, but I
gold
couldn't
chain.
find one. I couldn't find
Oh,
one.
jeez.
That's my plan.
Listen, enjoy.
Retire the shirts.
Yeah. Enjoy the next 24, 36 hours. We're looking forward to seeing you do your thing. Go well, mate.
Cheers,
Go well,
boys.
boys. Make sure you tune in 1 a.m. for the prelims on TNT Sports 1 and Discovery Plus with the main card at 3. This man in the co-main event for the interim heavyweight world title.